Hello YouTube. I'm making this video to help anyone else out who might have this issue. It's a 2001 Honda Rancher TRX 350 FM, and so it's a buddy of mine's four-wheeler. The problem he was having with it, he said the four-wheel drive wasn't working on it. So I looked at a lot of different videos and to see if I could find this exact replacement here for this propeller shaft, and there wasn't a video specifically just for that part. So I watched about, I don't know, 20 different videos and just kind of like pieced everything together. But so that's kind of the purpose of this video. Just if you have this exact problem, if I can help anyone else out, great. So I got it jacked up, and the four-wheeler would run okay, but obviously the front wheels weren't turning. So when I jacked it up and I spin the front tires, this propeller shaft, the front portion of it was turning with the CV axles and everything. This back part wasn't. But if you did any type of regular driving to it, this coupling back here, you know, it would rotate and everything. It would even rotate, you know, faster with each climb of the gears and so forth. So that kind of told me right here that right here in this joint was going to be the issue. So wasn't a bad repair. I'll kind of go through the steps that I did to help you out to get it, to disassemble it and everything. I've placed the old one back in there just for purposes of this video, just to kind of show you where everything was aligned at. Of course, so I got it jacked up, took the front wheels off, and removed this nut here on the CV axle, and then this bottom nut here on this A-arm. Pounded it, you know, 4 or 5 times, and it popped off. Didn't have really any trouble with that, so that'll slide off. Remove the shock just to give me more clearance, and then you can see with that, just tied it up just to get this upper A-arm out of the way. And then there's about 4 or 5 different bolts here on this differential up here that you'll just take off. And this, you can move this whole differential by hand, and what you're going to do is just slide it back, and this that'll disconnect that for you, and then you're able to just pull all this out. So I've since cleaned this up here, and I'll show you the problem I had. So when I took this all off, I noticed that was just caked with mud and grease, and I cleaned it up a little bit, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see it in the light with what I got, but those splines on the inside, they're just worn down. So it was just in there spinning. They got stripped out over time. And here's the other end that'll go in there in that coupling. So they're pretty bad off. I'll show you the other end. So I suppose this end should probably look like that end. So I got to order that part and get a new front propeller shaft, and I'll make the video on that, on the reassembling of it, to show you that. But it probably took about an hour and a half to disassemble it all. It wasn't too bad, and I've cleaned all that up already. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. If this video helps anybody else out, that's kind of the purpose of it. I will mention one other thing here real quick. So when I was saying earlier, just to remove these differential bolts, there's 4 or 5 of them kind of placed around here, and then this thing will pull back. There's no need. I just had to do that side. I just had to disassemble that side closest to the propeller shaft. There's no need to take apart this side right here. Everything will still kind of back away from that propeller shaft for you. Didn't have to take out the CV axles, anything like that, so all those seals are still intact. The only one that's kind of been disturbed here is the one on the back side of this brake drum. So I'll let you know as soon as I get the parts in. I'll do a part 2 to this and reassemble it for you, and we'll get it going. Thanks.